welcome to another episode of Spotlight on Your Business. As women, society has tried to convince us that we are not capable or suitable for certain job positions, simply because we're of a female gender. However, we have proven that statement to be false time and time again. Here with me today is Nurys Ozuna, who was featured on Voyage Miami. Nurys is her own self-made boss of Gifted Hands Renovation, and she is a living proof that women are capable of anything. Hi Nurys, how are you doing?
I'm so good. How are you doing?
Thank you for coming on our show. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let you introduce yourself.
Okay. Yes, my name is Nurys, and I am the owner of Gifted Hands Home Renovations. It's a home repair business that my wife and I started 2 years ago, and I'm super excited to give you guys more information about it as we go through this interview.
So let's just talk about when you first got interested in becoming in home renovating.
Well, since I was young, I've always had interest in just putting things together, painting when I lived with my mom, so I was the one that always kind of took that job. And I never thought about making it a business. It was just kind of like, do-it-yourself type of projects, things like that. And then I started realizing I was pretty good at it, and I would get compliments from other people, and even in my own home doing different projects. So that's kind of like when I told myself, you know what, it's kind of the time to make it a business.
Right.
And, here we are today. So
Exactly. You got to use your talent to make you some money, man.
Absolutely, definitely.
Okay, so talk about your first project.
Well, my first project, funny enough, came from the realtor that sold us our home. She knew about the business, and she had a client that needed some repairs done before she put her house on the market. And it's a little wild because it was a ton of different projects. It was painting, changing doors, doing floors, and I took that all on myself.
Right.
And it was my first job, so I kind of didn't realize, okay, how long it was going to take, how many people I needed. So I just took on that project myself. It took me about 3 weeks, but got it done, and it taught me a lot as far as running a business, so that in the future with my next projects I was able to kind of manage myself a little better.
Exactly. So you won't know anything until you try first. So that's how it goes.
Right.
All right. So the job that you do requires a lot of labor and usage of a lot of tools.
Right.
How did you become familiar with all these different tools? Because you're doing a lot of different things.
Right. A lot of it was just practicing, watching videos. That's just networking, talking with other people.
Right.
I never feel like I know everything. So I've taught myself a lot, but I always like to hear other people's perspective and how they learn things. So I think just multiple different avenues that I've gone through and just playing around with tools. I think that's the most exciting thing. Every time I do a project, I try to kind of gift myself with a tool, something that.
And the passion is already there, so it's easy for you to figure things out.
Right, absolutely.
So it's coming like second nature to
Yes, because I put so much time into making sure I know how to use it correctly. So.
Okay, so tell me, have you encountered a task that was too difficult that you may say, hold on a second, I'm not going to take this one on? Have you?
It's funny because I kind of make sure I don't bite more than I can chew.
Right.
So that's my main thing, especially with that experience I had at the beginning with my first project. Had I known better, I would have, like I said, I would have gotten more help. So I make sure that when I meet with a client and I look at everything, okay, can I do this?
Right.
Can I do this in the time frame that they wanted? Things like that. So I make sure I take care of all of those things before I just jump into a project. So yes.
Okay, so you're learning along the way, basically.
Right. I mean,
you're still open to learn from others and
right. Because the easy part is, it's easy to, at least when you have the talent, it's easy to paint, it's easy to put down floors. It's more so the business aspect of it, having that communication with clients, understanding what they want, and making sure you deliver that at the end. So that's like the main thing that's not a work in progress, but you're constantly learning from that.
Right. So tell us about what exactly sets you aside from other renovation companies. What can we expect differently if we were working with you?
Okay, as far as the work, if this is the line of business that you're in, you should know what you're doing. So one of the things that I pride myself in is just providing that customer service, being punctual, communicating with the customer. And I kind of look at it like I want the same type of service. I give the same type of service that I want.
Right.
So if someone comes to my house, I expect them to be on time. I expect them to do the job correctly. So with anything, when I go get my hair cut, those type of things, I expect them, so I like to give that back to the customer as well. And I
Exactly.
think that sets me apart. You know, I'm sure there's others that do that as well, but I really pride myself in that.
Right, you're not just going in there like and telling them how it should be. You're
Right.
actually listening. You're receiving what it is that your client needs.
Right. I think that's very important. Sometimes, you know, those things get lost. Like you just
Yeah,
go
it
in and do
does.
the job, and then you never know that the customer is happy
And
and
satisfied.
I like to know that, and that lets me know. They may call me back. They may refer me to someone. So that's really important to
And
me.
like you said, you've been getting all your other jobs that are through referrals.
Referrals,
So
absolutely.
that means you are exactly doing an amazing job.
Yeah, so definitely I pride myself. The customer is the most important thing. So
Right.
yeah.
And I do think that will set you aside differently because, like you said, a lot of people just want to go in, they just want to get paid, and you know they come and they tell you how it should be done, and that's not how.
Exactly.
You have to be, you know, receptive of what your client needs, and that's awesome. And you know, being a woman, you don't see a lot of women doing the job that you do. Do you feel like, you know, a client may, you know, feel intimidated or second guess having you? Does that bother you at all?
Not at all. I have tons of stories when it comes to that, and I'll just kind of give you one. I've gone into homes where I went into one home, and they were looking behind me like, where's the guy?
Like, who's coming to do
like,
the
who's
job?
coming to do the job? Like if I'm the secretary or something. And to me, I take it like motivation,
Right.
Because then once the job is done, then they're amazed, even like 10 times more amazed that it came
Exactly.
from a woman.
Right.
And with this business, it's all about referrals. You know, so you do something and you're referred, and then, oh, it's a woman. Yeah, but she does good work.
did you
you
see
know?
the job
Yeah,
that she
did you see
did?
it? So
Right.
it's gratification at the end for me, the fact that, yeah, you know what, a woman is doing this.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think what you're doing is awesome. Okay, so I've personally seen some of the work that you've done. And so do you plan on teaching, you know, younger folks that are interested, or, you know, the youth that may be interested in renovating or starting their own business? Is that something that maybe, you know, later on down the line you'll be
Right.
interested in doing?
Yes, definitely. That's something that, you know, in order to grow my business, you know, I need help, you know. And it's great because I started and it was just me and I was able to do the jobs, but things are picking up, which is what you
Right.
want in a business.
Exactly.
So, you know, my goal is to have the younger generation to be able to teach them, because if you have that generation, you know that that's what they want to do. They're not just coming to make money. They want to
Exactly.
learn. So that, you know, they perfect their craft, and in turn it makes your business better.
Exactly. So we know that numbers don't lie. And about how long have you been doing this?
Since, as a business, since 2019.
So within
Middle
your first 12 months, about how many rentals have you done?
Oh, wow. It's funny because I can't count it off the top of my head. I've been blessed to have work
Yeah,
constantly.
because I've been seeing you
Yeah,
working.
so
I've
that's
been
definitely-
seeing you working.
Yeah, that's definitely been a blessing. I think, and with the pandemic, you know, that I was working more than ever when
Really?
the pandemic started, and I think people are home, so they want to fix their
Yeah,
home.
exactly.
So with that exposure has allowed me to have more, you know, content where people can see me, and with that it just keeps growing. So
That's so awesome. And let's talk about this area that we're here sitting behind, well, in front of. So
Yes.
this was also your work.
yes,
I think you have before and after pictures that you can show us in
right,
this area.
yes.
Okay, so we're gonna check those out.
It started off as a brick wall. So what's behind this is actually a brick wall, but it's a flat brick wall. So we kind of wanted something. We wanted the fireplace, and we wanted the 3D look. So I spent about 2 weeks building it. I'm super proud of it. So
Yes, this
it's
is
something
very
that's
nice.
trending now. So I wanted to make sure that, you know, I knew what I was doing, and you know.
I feel like the texture just brings light to the room, like, you know, a different feel, you know?
Yes, thank
That's
you.
nice.
Thank
You did
you.
a very good job. Okay, so let us know, where can we get in contact with you if anyone is looking for any rentals for their house? What's your Instagram, your Facebook? Where can we reach you?
You can find me at Gifted Hands Home Reno _ That's my Instagram, and my Facebook is Gifted Hands Home Renovations LLC, and there you're able to see some of the work I do, as well as here we have some pictures of some of the work I've done and information, contact information. It's my phone number, so in case you want to reach me, and we can set up a free estimate to get your home projects done.
All right, well, thank you so much, Nurys, for sitting down and chatting with us and telling us about your business.
Yes,
We loved having you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Spotlight on Your Business, where we put the spotlight on the businesses that you guys support. And don't forget, if you or anyone you know that's interested in putting a little extra spotlight on their business, you can contact us at spotlightonbusiness21@gmail.com, or you guys can go to our Instagram at spotlightonyourbusiness_. Thank you guys so much, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page.
Wait, burning up.
You've been needing to come to my house.
Oh, shit. I did look that shit. I did look that shit. I didn't say that for work. You took it out of the car, right? Please tell me to take it out.